This call is between Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Michelle Dean. She was the one that wrote the viral BuzzFeed article and went on to help create the TV series The Act. Now, for some reason, this call on December 17th was not included in the files that were shared with me for the year of 2016. I had to actually go and pull this one from the database. In this call, they're going to talk about Gypsy breaking her partial, when Gypsy found her Medicaid card, when she was getting the food stamp card and learned her real age. She's also going to talk about her birthday showing 91 instead of 95, and that she asked Deedee about it, and Deedee said it was a mistake. There's a lot of good information in here. She even says she misses VisionCon. One more thing I want to touch on is we've always wondered, how was Gypsy able to make all these videos that she was sending to Nick Godejohn? There was hours upon hours of FOIA files that were released, and she talks about the only time that she stood up in regards to her mom on this call. Michelle Dean was also the first person to visit Gypsy in person after she went to big girl prison, even before her own family. You see, her dad, Rod, and stepmom, Christy, the Blanchards were not willing to even go see her unless it was on their way to the film festival. That was for the release of Mommy Dead and Dearest. Don't forget to follow or subscribe so that way you can find me again.
Hello, this is a free call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center. This call from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded. To accept this free call, press 1. To reduce this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hi, Gypsy. Finally.
Finally get a hold of you. I called on Wednesday because I wanted to let you know they finally put me in school.
Oh, great!
Yes, so I'm very excited about it, and I took my locator test already, and I was supposed to take my TABE test yesterday to find out exactly where I am and what level and things like that.
Right.
But then the whole camp got locked down because they had the goon squad come and raid a house. That's not my house. It's a different house. So they still had to lock down the whole camp. So I was
wow.
to go. So it'll probably just be rescheduled for Monday.
So when do you start? Do you know?
I started school already.
Oh, wow.
My teacher's name is Miss Frisbee. And she's really nice. Since we didn't know exactly what level I am, but I did some, not an IQ test, but like some educational testing in Vandalia. And I was like, she put me in level E, which is easy. So there's easy, difficult, and advanced. And so they just put me at a beginner's, which is probably where I need to be. So my first day I learned about nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, which is all things I didn't, understand. So I'm learning.
Yay.
And
well, that's exciting.
Yeah. So tell me about your meeting with Nick. How did that go?
It went really good. It was funny. You called at least once while I was literally standing next to him, but he was talking in a meeting, so I couldn't pick it up. And then he was like, "You should have picked up anyway." It went great. I mean, we wrote most of the pitch, and we went to our producers and gave it to them, and they were pretty happy with it. So we're just gonna spend the next few weeks polishing it. And then timing-wise, it looks like we start pitching to, the networks and to Netflix and Amazon in the second and third week of January. That's how fast it's going.
Oh, wow.
I know. I know. It's a bit bewildering, but I don't know. This is what they want to do, and I sort of just go along with it. But after that, then I think it slows down a lot for a while. Because after the pitch is to sell the idea of the show, but it's not like we wrote any scripts or have any casting or even a director or anything like that, right? So all of that stuff would have to be worked out after that. So this would just be about figuring out who is going to pay the cast and the director.
Okay.
Yeah. So it went really good. I like him. I think he gets it. And it's mostly like he's just helping me make it into something that like TV executives will understand because like I've never done this before. So it's mostly like, well, from talking to me how I see things. So yeah. And it's still called The Act. Yeah. So that's the plan.
Something happened last night that shattered my world.
Oh no.
My top partial broke on
the
floor last night.
Oh no.
I was gonna clean them, and then just my arm moved in a different way, and it knocked it off the top of the locker. It fell to the floor, and it's fallen on the floor before, and nothing's happened. And when I picked it up, a tooth had chipped, and I fell to the ground sobbing. And I'm like, it's the only one I have. I don't know what I'm going to do. I look ugly without them. And I just went on and on and on. They say, they call it a whole come apart. I had a whole come apart last night. And my roommate, she just got her new dentures. They made them in here for her. And she's like, it's okay. Just drop an MSR. In a couple weeks, they'll call you to see the dentist, and they can fix them. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm all right. And it's going to be a good 2 hours to calm down.
Yeah. I know.
I had a maid at UMKC, and I called Mom right after that, and I'm like, I accidentally broke my top partial. I don't know what to do. And I'm just going to try and call the people that made them for me. Yeah. But they only work for cancer patients.
Right.
My mom got them for me was by saying I had cancer, so they were free. But I'm like, they're not going to pay me now or, anything because I'm not a cancer patient. And I think it's pretty well known about my case.
Yeah.
But I dropped an MSR to dental, and I'm going to ask them because now I'm faced with the option to get my silver ones removed. And just a full, 2 full plates of teeth. So
Great.
So I'm like, then I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore, It would be overall better, I would think, because I don't like the silver ones, and so it would just be overall better. But I'm going to talk to the dentist because I've never had any teeth pulled while I was awake. They always put me under general anesthesia. So
Right.
I'm just going to talk.
I mean, I think they'd still give you some anesthesia. That'd just be a local.
Right. Just talk to them and see what are my options now, if I just want to get the partial fixed or if I want more teeth removed and then get full denture set in. It would take a year because it takes a year for the process. So, yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to take pictures and everything. And I was like crying. And I'm like, I'm not going to take pictures without him now. And Mom's like, it's okay. You can still take pictures. Just, you don't.
Yeah, you can.
You just don't have to smile with your mouth open. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have, so I don't have, like, dentures at all, but my 2 front teeth are actually, like, crowns or caps, because I fell, like, on a sidewalk when I was little with my mouth open. And so, but they chip from time to time, so I know exactly how you feel. Whenever it happens, I, like, hold my hand over my mouth for, like, days.
Yeah.
It's so, like, it just, for some reason, it's really embarrassing, but don't worry about it. Like, most people are not thinking about it. It's more about you thinking about it than other people.
I know. That's what I told my roommate. I'm like, I didn't really even notice your, non-existent teeth because you smile from your heart,
Yeah. So, it'll just be a matter of getting used to it in the interim while you're waiting for them to fix it, right? Like, but once you're used to it, it won't be as bad, I promise.
Right.
But I know exactly how you, like, the panic at first. I've had that, like, a few times.
My God.
I know. I can't go anywhere. I can't look at anybody.
Right. It's like you don't want to talk. You just want to mime.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible. But yeah. Well, hopefully they'll fix them, and then like within some like reasonable amount of time, and then you won't have to think about it anymore. Right. Although a year, man, that's a long time to get like teeth fixed.
Right. I know even the partial part, it wouldn't take that long. You know, it would take a couple months, but it wouldn't take a year for them to go ahead and remove the existing teeth that I have now, and then wait for my gums to heal, and then I have 16 teeth left, and so they can't pull obviously 16 teeth all at once, so it has to be
right.
2 or 3 teeth here, wait till I heal, 2 or 3 teeth there, wait till I heal, and then the whole process of actually getting fitted, getting molds, impressions, and stuff like that done, it takes a year to get completed. So it'd take a good year and a half before I would get a full set of pearly white.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm going to be here for 7 years, so I've got nothing but time.
It's true. It's still, a year is such a long time. I didn't realize it would take that long. Yeah. Wow. Is everything else in there going well?
Yeah, everything else is going good. Just basically waiting for the holidays, and
yep.
It's snowing right now.
Yep, it's snowing here too.
And just having a good old time with my roommate, decorating for the holidays, sending out Christmas cards. I have a list of people I need to send letters to, so I need to get on writing. And that's about it. Oh, but you said you had some more questions for me. I read on the email.
Oh, yeah.
You had wanted to know when I found the Medicaid ID card.
Yeah, when did you get it?
Okay, I found that not too long before I ran away. So I found that in April of 2011.
Okay.
And my mom saw it whenever she had asked me to get her food stamp card. And I looked at the first day, and it was 1991.
Yeah.
So.
And did you ask her about it then?
I mean, I had heard her talking to the doctor, saying her, on her insurance it has 91, but it's actually 95 or something. So, whenever I'd ask her about it, she'd be like, Medicaid had did, a mistake on the insurance.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That can happen, I mean,
of course it can, and nobody would think that their mom was.
Right.
Yeah. No one would think. Of course not. Yeah. And then, when you guys were just like alone, the two of you in the house together, like, would you walk around without her, like without the wheelchair?
No.
Okay.
I was still in the wheelchair,
Okay.
Now, there were times that my mom would go to the grocery store and leave me at home, and there I would walk around, but,
She didn't like you to walk around then?
No, it was like, she didn't want me to walk around even if we were alone, so, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it just didn't fit her picture of you.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we were right about those things. Yeah. There'll probably be other little things over time like that, but like so far, that's is like we're when we pitch it, we're mostly explaining like just the idea, not the details.
Okay.
So, yeah. So those are just two things that came up because you were trying to like explain like how like the Medicaid or that you had started to figure out that it wasn't your real birthday, So yeah, and that had touched off some of the stuff. I think those were the two major things that we had. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had spoke to the warden, and she had denied my request to see the documentary,
Oh, wow.
I won't be able to see that until I get out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, it's not even for anything other than to see the interviews from my family. That's all that I want to see. And they're like, it's against policy. So I'm like, okay, well, thank you for your consideration. I'll wait till I get out.
Huh.
Yeah. And I gave the warden, Miss Aaron, phone number and address and everything to verify that what I'm saying is true.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the way it happens. So.
I know. I wonder if you can be sent a transcript or something in the mail.
I probably could be sent a transcript.
Yeah, so maybe that's something. I mean, at least then you just know what was in it. Do you know, like, I feel like that's really unfair, but I know it's probably not worth, like, starting a fight with the warden about it.
No.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think of it, like, how you could get it. Because, yeah, it seems like you should at least know what's in it and not have to wait till you get it to completely, to know that much, at least.
But it kind of seems like I've been, locked up throughout the whole media craze. I don't know what they call it out there, the Gypsy craze or whatever, the phenomenon or whatever. But, I've missed it because I'm not on the internet. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't know what they're saying. So it's kind of like I'm kept away in like a little bitty box away from it all. So I'm kind of shocked about it. So.
I know, it's tough. And I mean, it's not even like you have like a lot of visitors coming to see. I mean, if I see anything like major that's written about it, I'll mail it to you. I know I still owe you the copy of the article.
Oh.
I just put it on my list for this week. Yeah. But, if I see anything major, I'm happy to, like, send it to you in one way or another. Like, I'll cut and paste it into an email if it's short enough or something like that. Yeah. Because it just, I mean, I think you should know about some of it. Yeah, I mean, like right now it's pretty quiet. I mean, the article is showing up on, like, some year-end lists and stuff, so I'm getting some new people writing to me about it, but, like, they're not, nobody big. Do you know what I mean? Like, nothing big right now. Because I think the next like wave of it, if it happens, is if Nick goes through a trial or not, which I haven't heard anything about, and Mike hasn't said anything about.
Right. Yeah. As far as I know, everything's pretty quiet on that front. I can't figure out when he has court next because I predicted his court to be like the 13th of this month, and they had it on the 30th. Of last month or something, so it kind of came quicker than I thought.
Yeah, I think it's because it's the holidays, right? Like, so the judge probably is moving it around. I assume there will be a pretrial hearing in January. I believe, if I remember correctly, the trial is still scheduled for February the 17th.
Okay.
I believe that's right. Like, I could be a few days off, but I think it's around then.
I had heard everybody says that on like the newspaper and stuff that it would be February 6th.
Oh, okay. Maybe it moved since the last time I checked. I haven't checked in quite a while, so that's why I said I didn't know. The 6th could be right. So there'll be a pretrial hearing in January, and even February 6th, as you know, they can move that, right? Like there's no reason it has to happen then. But I suspect in January we'll probably hear from the judge on whether, because like this, like, the part about the psychiatrist testified.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I assume that's when we'll hear.
Mm-hmm. I had went to the library here and printed out a copy of the article, and I read it, and basically it had said that he has the mind of a child, and the psychiatrist or whatever, the judge will allow him to testify in court.
Yeah.
So,
I know. Yeah, like, I don't think this is the question is mostly, like, whether the prosecutor cuts a deal now.
Right, exactly.
Right, rather than go through the trial.
And it's all about strategy. I learned that in my case all about strategy. And in our case, in me and Mike's case, where we had to figure out, do we want to have all my business out there for the world to see? Because if the public wavers either way, if the public hates me, they want to hang me. If they like me, they want to hate me, So the public, I think, had a big impact on my case as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think well, in Nick's case, it's a different calculation, right? Because, like, I can tell you from having talked about your case to so many people, your part in it is easier for people to understand. Nick's part is not easy for people to understand.
Right.
Like their view, because, he wasn't raised by your mom, he wasn't limited in the same way, so why did he do this, right? Like, I mean, I think there are other explanations and other reasons, which I don't even know what they are. But, yeah. I mean...
And I'd like it to be, one of those things that it was just, he cared so much about me that he wanted to save me, which is...
Yeah.
But, I really don't think it's that way. Because, number one, if I was his everything like he claims, he wouldn't have been cheating on me with 3 other women. And he, there was just little things that he wouldn't have done. It doesn't add up.
Like what little things?
Like the fact that he threatened his ex-girlfriend. And he was trying so hard to get her to come to Wisconsin, but she refused. So he's like, I'm going to kill you, never mind, I have Gypsy, so whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like I was kind of a last resort girlfriend instead of, a first pick.
Well, I think it could be a lot of things, Gypsy, right? Like, I think, he could have also cared, like, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Because you know now from going through all of this that sometimes people have a lot of different reasons for doing one thing,
Right. Yeah.
And they feel conflicted about it. I mean, my sense is, like, he was probably somewhat eager to rescue you. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know, because I've never even spoken to him, right? Like, so I don't totally know everything, but I do think that was one thing. He liked the idea that he was going to rescue you.
Right. And I mean, in the beginning, I really saw it as that, and Mike kind of broke it to me. He was like, "There is nothing in your conversations on Facebook or anywhere else that he's like, I'm doing this." Save you. I'm doing this to protect you. It's all about, whenever you come to my house, you're under my control, blah, blah, blah. I own you. It's more like that.
Okay.
It's more of an ownership thing. And, I think he was into the BDSM thing, but I think he took it one level too much.
Yeah. No, obviously. He took it way too far. And obviously, things happen for reasons that, like in his case, his role in this is just inexplicable. It just is, right? Like there's no excuse for it, even if it was more like a total wanted to rescue you situation. There would still be no excuse because the best way to rescue you would have been to call the police.
Right, call the police, get a lawyer, and I understand that even if he does have the mind of a 10 or 11-year-old, why didn't he bring that up? I mean, he brought up me going to the police, and I told him that I couldn't because of the power of attorney papers. They wouldn't believe me. So,
right.
Why didn't it click to say, all right, tell her that I'll be out there soon. That, why don't he call the police? If they won't believe me, they'll believe him.
I know.
So, and it's just.
I know.
It's one of those things that I pity him, and I have a very complex emotional process when it comes to him because.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Yeah, he was my first boyfriend, and I don't have my key. I'm so sorry, my roommate.
It's okay, not at all.
And he was my first boyfriend, so I still feel some sort of attachment there because I shared everything with him, all my secrets, everything.
And you also went through this together, which,
right.
for better or for worse, right, like, that binds you to him a little bit, yeah.
Right, and a lot of people don't understand that when I say that I'm still a little bit attached. So, of course, I'm going to be worried whenever he goes to court and trial and things like that, but at the same time, I still fear him, and there are periods of time which I hate him, and there are periods of time where I pity him. So it's very complicated.
I know it is, and it must be, and like, I agree with Mike that, like, he used this situation for his own ends, but it would be, of course you feel lots of complicated feelings. I think you should let yourself feel them.
Right. Yeah. And I'm working through them, and, as long as I don't overstep my bounds to where I try and contact him.
Yes.
That, I will let myself feel those emotions just as long as I don't act on them.
Yes, exactly. Right. That's exactly right.
Anyway, is there anything else you needed to ask me? Because I'm going to go to the gym and meet my friends.
Yeah, I think you should go to the gym and meet your friends. If there's more, I'll send you an email or whatever, and we'll talk. But in the meantime, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas! And it was good talking to you.
Yep, same here, and we'll talk again soon.
All right. Let me know if anything new.
I will. Okay, bye.
The caller has hung up.